Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys and Magic. This is Hunter and Shane again. Say what up, Shane.
What's up, nerds?
We're back. It is May 22nd, 2025, and we are once again hitting you with Final Fantasy spoilers.
Almost done.
Are we?
No, I wanted to say that to make myself feel better. We're not almost
Tomorrow is
done.
the end of the week. And then we have another week
Oh, so
of
we're
Final
almost done.
Fantasy spoilers. Yeah, a week and a day.
Okay, we can do
We're
that.
good.
We can get through this, people.
We can do it. But we got some spicy ones today. So as a reminder before we get started, once again, hit the like button. What are we doing? Just click on it. It helps us. Lets us know you guys like these videos, and also subscribe because once again, 80% of you guys aren't subscribed. Why not? Come hang out with us.
Who knows?
But yeah. Let's go ahead and jump in with this first one, Shane. We have a whale of a time. This is the Lunar Whale. It's 3 and a blue for a 3/5 legendary artifact vehicle. It's got flying, and it says you may look at the top card of your library anytime, and as long as the Lunar Whale attacked this turn, you may play the top card of your library, a crew cost of only 1.
You get to play a top card. That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah,
I like
actually
how it's
land.
flying too, so it's got a nice big booty, so if it needed to block, it could, and just a crew cost of 1 is always easy.
I think they're realizing that vehicles, if they want to be good, they need to be pretty easily crewed because I can crew for 1 very easily. I like that.
Yes, I know. But what do we think of this flying whale?
And it's all right. It's not a showstopper, but it's card advantage, and you can play it. It's a land. It requires you to
I mean,
attack, but whatever.
if you're running in like an artifact matters style deck, this gives you access to the top of your library just to look at if you needed it to and just sit on the field.
That's true. Even not in
Just
the
worst case.
artifacts, just in like if you're saying worst case, it's just like anything that wants to manipulate the top of your library, it's good too.
Yeah, I'm
Playing with
sure.
miracles or playing with anything
Scrying
off the top,
effects,
yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Not
It's cool.
horrible. Yeah, it's still 4
Not
mana though, so it's a
horrible.
little
Not
slow.
horrible. It is
It's a
slow,
slow whale.
slow. It's a slow whale. But let's move on, Shane, to another vehicle. I like this one a lot more. That is just a straight up car. I feel like this should have been an Aether Drift. But this is the Regalia. It's 4 mana for a 4/4 legendary artifact vehicle. It has haste. And it says whenever the Regalia attacks, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, a crew cost once again of just 1.
Interesting.
I am a huge fan of this card.
Yeah, yeah, decent ramp.
I think it's great ramp, especially in colorless. You don't really get ramp too much in colorless, and this is what that does. And just the fact that we're not getting that ability of like, look at the top 5. If you find a land, this is like guarantee
I guess
you
that
will
is
get a land.
guaranteed. That is
And
true.
it's not even basic. You can hit a pretty good land if you're lucky.
Hmm. Okay, maybe I am coming around.
Hmm. And it's got haste, so it's just also a creature. Don't forget, it's a 4/4 with haste.
That should, yeah, as long as you have something to crew it, it happens immediately.
Crew cost
Okay,
of 1.
okay, I
Crew
kind of
cost of
like
1.
it.
I am a big fan. Vroom vroom.
As someone that's not in the Final Fantasy area, I don't know what's happening here. This seems so
I don't.
like a real car.
My favorite comment that I saw a while ago, it was like 2 days ago. Can't remember exactly what card it was. The top comment was, "All right, what is Final Fantasy even about?" Because
Yeah,
it just it's just so like out of the way of like I thought I had an idea of what like this is, but there's just so many things out of left field that I have no idea.
this is like an Aston Martin, but they still have like 4 feet swords and chocobo. Like,
Yeah,
I get they're all different games, but what the heck's going on?
yeah. I don't know. I think this is a fantastic vehicle. I'm actually gonna say this is the best vehicle we've seen, and it's better than any vehicle we've seen out of Aether Drift. That's how
Mm-hmm.
far I'm going. I think it's
Pretty
better than
ballsy. It's a
every
ballsy
vehicle from
statement.
Aether Drift. I'm saying it.
Okay, okay.
4 mana, 4/4 with haste, crew cost of 1, gets you a land and ramps. Yeah,
Vroom
I'm
vroom.
here for it. Vroom vroom. Let's move on, Shane. We're moving on to some legendary creatures. Shocker, am I right?
Yeah.
We have Vaan, Freedom Seeker. It's 2 and a red for a 2/2 legendary creature human scout. It says whenever one or more scouts, pirates, and or rogues you control deal combat damage to a player, exile the top card of that player's library. You may cast it. If you don't, you create a treasure token, and whenever you cast a spell you don't own, you put a +1/+1 counter on each scout, pirate, and rogue you control.
How many effects like this are gonna happen?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is actually a really cool card.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
any of those
Um,
cards that play from your opponents, like this goes in it.
I feel like this slides into the pirate is it decks very easily.
Yeah.
Especially like I love the ability of like, I didn't cast it. I just get treasures.
Yeah. And then if you
Um,
did, you pump the team.
yeah, yeah, it's pretty stupid. I love it.
Interesting. I wonder how good this is as
Mhm.
a commander.
I think it's gonna be pretty solid,
Yeah.
especially if you're running those kind of kindred decks. Granted, this is only in one color, so you are kind of limited that way. But we will talk more in our commander grades.
Yeah, I feel like I want to put this in some kind of like just aggressive treasure producing. Because I mean,
Like I said,
red makes
is it
treasure.
pirates? Hmm.
Yeah, but I mean at the helm, so it's gonna be a mono red.
Ah, that's
But I
true
get
as
it.
well.
Yeah, yeah, cool, cool.
Hey Shane, how about another legendary creature?
Okay.
Can't get enough of those, right? Next up, we've got Tellah, the Great Sage. 3 blue and a red for a 3/3 legendary creature human wizard. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token. If 4 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, draw 2 cards. If 8 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, sacrifice Tellah, and it deals that much damage to each opponent.
Okay.
I think this, honestly, this is your spell slinger deck. You're making so many 1/1s.
That's true. And potentially drawing cards. Definitely don't want to cast something that's really heavy.
If you do though, you're just draining your opponent. So if you cast like a
Yeah.
heavy like
Uh,
damage spell, damage. There
that's
you go.
true. But like, how often am I stoked to recast my commander?
That's true. But if you cast a blasphemous act, that technically it deals 13 damage to all creatures and all opponents.
Yeah. Dude, that'd be really funny if it was a board wipe slash just like board, like gain. What am I trying to say? Like board kill.
I don't
Like in one
know.
foul swoop, you kill the board, everything. That'd be hilarious.
I mean, it could be like, yeah. I don't know. I think this has a home at a helm of a deck for sure. And yeah, I think it's cool. I just want to just say real quick caveat. I forgot. It's 13 damage for Blasphemous, but the spell actually is like only 9, I think. It's like
Whatever. It's still a
reduced
lot of
by
damage.
8. Either way, still a lot of damage. Um, but Tellah, cool card. Can't wait to talk about it with the other guys that
Mm,
magic when it
mm-hmm.
comes to recommended grades.
Mm-hmm.
How about a big turtle, Shane? This next one. Ancient Adamantoise. We're gonna go with that. 5 and 3 green for an 8/20. You heard that right. It's a creature turtle. It's got vigilance and ward 3. And it says damage isn't removed from this creature during cleanup steps. It also says all damage that would be dealt to you and other permanents you control is dealt to this creature instead. And when this creature dies, exile it and create 10 tapped treasure tokens.
I don't know what I'm looking
Cool.
at here.
You're looking like a big fog effect, essentially, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's like a
looking at like a
delayed,
what?
I was going to say like a delayed fog effect.
Yeah. I'm more thinking like in the game, this is like a loot pinata. You kill the boss, you get a bunch of treasure.
I have no idea, but
I don't
I
either,
can
but
just imagine this with the car we just saw, and it's the same game.
is it the same game?
I don't know. I think it's. Let me
Okay.
check. It's different games.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Is it? Nope. It's the same game.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pull up to my big tortoise, my vroom vroom, and smash it.
Hey, maybe that's the car right there. I don't know.
Dude, what
Comment down
about
below. Is that the car?
maybe it is. What about this card in those decks that want to deal damage based on their butts?
I like where your head's at.
Yeah,
However, the damage dealt to it doesn't go away, so I feel like it
that's
just
true.
goes lower
It'll
and lower and
slowly
lower.
shrink, but off the rip, potential 20
20
damage
damage. Yeah, it
that
would be
has
cool.
vigilance and ward 3. That's pretty sick, dude. kind of like this
I
card.
will say, is this pushing mono green?
Maybe.
Does this get to the point where, hey, mono red, you play this, and then as much damage as mono red is trying to do to you, it just only does it to this instead?
There's just no way you are alive in mono red with this. Like, what?
We have Llanowar elves right now
8
in
mana, dude.
green.
Let's say you
We
can ramp
have
this out on turn 6.
could be earlier,
You're just
depending on how much ramp pieces
5?
you have.
I still feel like
Maybe.
you're still dead. But I
I
will
mean, you're
say,
playing stuff.
dude, this actually gets me excited. Potentially in Kona. Just drop this for
I'll
free.
just drop this.
Yeah,
I like how it dies. It also just gives you 10 treasure.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it does a lot. And if I'm not paying for it, this is huge.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's go ahead and move on. It's time for some uncommons. This first one is called the Gold Saucer. It's a land that's a town. You can tap it to add a colorless. You can pay 2, tap it, flip a coin. If you win the flip, you create a treasure token. Or another ability, you could pay 3, tap it, sacrifice 2 artifacts to draw a card.
This goes in those dumb coin flip decks. 100%.
Dumb coin flip decks possibly, but also just hey, any kind of artifacts matters deck. I feel like this is good card draw, just stapled on a land.
That's true too.
That's never bad to have card draw on a land.
Let me just also say that
So
when I say dumb card draw deck, I just know that it could be crazy. So
coin flip,
yeah, I'm
coin
not
flip
saying
deck.
that it's
You mean yeah?
actually yeah.
Zinder Splint and
Zinder, thank you.
the other one. I can't remember. I don't own the deck. I
I
know
don't know
Steven
that.
and Riley both own the
Yeah,
deck, and they're not here to back it up. But Gold Saucer, cool card.
cool card. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, like I said, card draw wins games.
Yeah, dude, War Room, good card too, right? Wrong cards.
That's also, yeah. Moving on. We've got a guy that's taking a selfie in the middle of battle. This is Prompto Argentum. It's 1 and a red for a 2/2 legendary creature, human scout. It's got haste and an ability called Selfie Shot, which means whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, create a treasure token.
It's a very interesting bear.
It is. Hey, Jane, same game, by the way.
Same game. I mean, they got to take pictures of what they're fighting.
Just gotta take a selfie.
I
I'm
could see this being
here.
a thing, though.
We're
Honestly.
battling. Look out, world. Here we come. This is a cool card. I
Yeah.
mean, selfie shot. I mean, you're gonna be in mono red. I feel like a 2 mana 2/2 with haste is always decent.
Yeah.
But non-creature spells that have to be 4 mana to get those treasures, I don't think that happens very often.
Yeah, and at least the deck that I'm thinking of that has the 2 mana 2/2 haster, it grows. So I think this card has to be better than that mouse. I don't think that card's
Yeah,
better than that mouse.
it's not getting
Yeah.
rotated either.
Yeah.
So
Cool card
manifold
though.
mouse, pretty good.
Yeah, Manifold Mouse is too damn strong in that deck.
Uh, could be talking about the wrong card. Is Manifold Mouse the right card? I think
Oh wait,
so.
is that the one that gives
Or is
double
it the
strike?
double? I don't know.
We don't
There's
know
too
enough
many
about
mice.
standard apparently with mice. Yeah.
Let's. I apologize, people. Let's move on to one more legendary creature. This is Ignis Scientia.
Yep.
Yep. One a green and a blue for a 2/2 legendary creature human advisor. This one enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, and it has another ability called I've come up with a new recipe, which means you can pay 1 green and a blue, tap it, exile target card from a graveyard. If a creature card was exiled this way, you create a food token. Same game.
Same game. Hey, if you play this card or if anyone plays this card, you are obligated to say, "I'll come up with a new recipe" every time you play that. Letting you know.
Yeah, I've come up with a new recipe. Exiled.
Exiled, gotta be.
Sorry to the reanimating deck over there.
That's actually true. Interesting. It's a good way to eat graveyards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
Eats it
expensive though.
and then eats the food.
Yeah, but isn't there just like, what am I thinking of? The other green card that does this cheaper? You know what I'm talking about.
I mean, there's other cards that
There's
do
tons.
this
Yeah,
cheaper.
you're right. There's tons. Like,
There's and even like the car we were talking about does the land thing cooler because this is an ETB and grabs
yeah,
1 land.
yeah.
Maybe
So it
it's kind
could
of like
whiff.
could definitely whiff. So I'm not too big on this card, but hey, The community likes this because this is probably a popular character.
Yeah, I'm sure this is a flavor win.
Once again, comment down below telling us about all these cards because we are very interested in the story of Final Fantasy. We just keep saying, how is this the same game? Tell us. We
We're
want to
very
know.
ignorant on this game.
Moving on to the final card we're talking about, Shane. Once again, we have another reprint. This is a big one. This is Noctis Lucis Caelum. It's just Kenrith, the returned king.
Dude, what
Very,
are they
very
doing
cool.
here?
They're just printing everything.
They're just printing. They're just printing like what seems to be a lot of CDH toys.
That's true.
You want this?
They're just, I feel like they're taking the top 20 most played commanders and they're just reprinting them.
That's probably true too. This is a powerhouse. Really good card. So good that Riley had to take theirs apart. It was just too good.
Yeah, that was a time when this was I think it still is. I mean, granted, it's been reprinted a bunch, but you could only get this as a box topper, and that caused Riley to go and buy a box. I remember I
Yeah.
went with them, and they bought a box just to get this card.
Yeah. Really good commander.
And then it was a great commander, and then it was too good.
Too good.
But yeah, very cool art though. I don't know
Yeah.
who this person is, but
Let us know.
they seem to be a king.
The king, yeah.
On the throne, like Kenrith.
Yep.
Would you pick this up if you have a Kenrith deck and swap it?
Me?
Comment down below.
Oh, sorry.
You too.
No, I wouldn't. I don't play that deck.
Okay. But anybody at home that plays Kenrith, would you play this? Are you a Final Fantasy fan? Is this like a immediately, oh my god, I gotta get that? Interested to hear you guys' opinion.
Yeah.
But that is going to do it for us today, Shane. Quick, simple, to the point. We got spoilers. But
yes, we do.
yeah. Once again, hit the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so you're staying up to date. Because like I said, still another week and a day worth of spoilers. And then you better believe those upgrades are coming because we've been waiting to get all these cards spoiled. But also, when you're down commenting about all the Final Fantasy stuff, comment down below what was your guys' favorite card as well that we talked about today. Shane, what was your favorite?
I think mine is the big tortoise.
Big Tortoise. That's a good card. I am a fan of the Regalia. I am actually a fan of a vehicle. Can you believe it?
Yeah. No, I'm not shocked.
Little sports car. But yeah. In the description, you'll find links to all of our social media accounts, including a big one called Instagram, because we post not only the cards we talk about in these videos, but every single other one spoiled throughout the day. So that's all the uncommons and commons as well that you might not have seen in the video. Check that out and follow. And on the screen right now, those are all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your added support. Really does mean the world to us. If you guys wanted to check out what they're seeing that's not on YouTube, check the link in the description down below and consider subscribing. And a very special shout out to our Gains Indestructible tier, starting with
Aaron Hill,
Brian Ganella,
Daryl Tripp,
Demarion Turner,
Dr. Rome,
Jimmy Ward,
Evo,
Larry Killian,
and Thrifty PSGR.
You guys are awesome. Appreciate every single one of you. And until the next video, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Bye-bye.